We may be facing one of the world's most difficult problems. Hey, it's Math with Spencer. Make sure to subscribe, cause I don't know, you should. Please. Please. On to the question of the day. 67 plus 69 is equal to what? Now, I have no idea what this could possibly be, because I do not know simple addition. I am a very feeble-minded individual, but as you can tell, I will definitely not be a very feeble-minded individual solving this equation, as you will clearly see in a span of not even 2 minutes. So okay, let's make an end goal of this. Let's make the question mark here equal to z. Let's make an end goal of z. So 67 plus 60, I almost wrote 67 twice, is equal to z. Let's say a plus b is equal to z, where a is equal to 67 and b is equal to 69. Let's put a box around this and bring it back up to the top. Oh wait, we're already at the top. Alright, now let's start doing some math. So here, let's get the average of a and b, so we can just multiply that by 2 to get z. So the average, or what we can say the midpoint, so we can make a line here, 67 and 69. Then we can get the average, and since there's two numbers we're adding, we can just multiply that by 2. So here, what is the average of 67 and 69? Now see, I'm not really sure, so we're gonna have to use the midpoint formula. This is the midpoint formula, but since we're only dealing with one axis here, we can get rid of the y stuff. No y's, get rid of the y's. And let's substitute x2 and x1 for a and b, which is equal to 67 and 69. Let's substitute x2 and x1 for a and b, so a plus b over 2 is definitely the midpoint over them, so let's call this c. Let's factor in a and b, which is 67 and 69, so 67 plus 69 over 2 is equal to c. Okay, so now let's break these two up. So we have 67 over 2 plus 69 over 2 is equal to c. 67 over 2 is the same thing as 33.5, and 69 over 2 is the same thing as 34.5. And this is all still equal to c. Alright, let's add these up. So 33.5 and 34.5. The 5's add up, and we have an extra 1 here. The 5's carry a 1. So 1 plus 3 plus 4 is the same thing as 8. And 3 plus 3 is 6. Now wait a minute, this is 68, which is also known as the long lost brother between 67 and 69. Now, the long lost brother is meant to be forgotten. He just wants to be isolated. He wants to be alone. So what we're actually going to do is we're not going to use this. Let's leave 68 alone, and let's not use this at all. He just wants to be alone. Because he just wants to goon. So we're just gonna let him goon in peace. We're just gonna find a new way to solve this, and we're just gonna let him goon in peace. We're gonna do a new way to solve 69 plus 67. And while you're here, would you mention subscribe? I like using mods, which is how mods work, is you do, so 69 mod 10 is equal to 6 remainder 7. 6 and 69 mod 10 is equal to 6 or 9. 69. Now let's group these up as like terms. So we can group these as 6 times 10, because that's what we modded by. So 10, 6 plus 6, plus the remainders, which is always going to be 1. 7 plus 9. 7 plus 9. 6 plus 6 is equal to 12, so we can do 10, 12. 7 plus 9 is equal to 16, so we can do 1, 16. And we could simplify 16 out is 4 times 4. And this is still 10 to the 12. Now let's simplify 10 to the 12. So 10 to the 12 is the same thing as 10 to the 4 times 3. Now we can actually bring this 3 out of here. So we have 30 to the 4 plus 4 to the 4. Now we know that 4 is the same thing as 2 squared. So let's make a variable. Let's make a variable v, and it's going to be equal to 2 squared. Now let's substitute v in for all of these 4's. So 30v plus v times v, or v squared. So v squared plus 30v. And this is all still equal to z. Okay, let's make a function and let's substitute z for function v. And this is equal to v squared plus 30v. Now let's do a function of 2 squared, which is its original value. So now we have 2 squared plus 32 squared. Now 30 times 2 squared is the same thing as 120. Now this is what gets fun. 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 2. Now with the I think it's called the law of exponents. I don't know what it's called. You can do 2 to the 2 to the 2. This is the same thing as 2 to the 2 times 2. So 2 to the 2 times 2 is the same thing as 2 to the 4, which is the same thing as 16. 16 plus 120 is equal to 136, which is our final answer to 69 plus 67. Anyways, we're going to end the video off here. This on screen is the person who recommended this to me. Very zesty bestie, by the way. He's helping me in Rockmaster, which I won't get deeply into, but check my other channel, Buffy Pig. Alright, see ya. Bye.